Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Adventures by the Miles YouTube channel. Do us a quick favor, hit the subscribe button. It helps our audience and channel grow, and we really do appreciate it more than you know. So click the subscribe button. Appreciate your support. Now to the video you came here for. First, we're going to start with our top appetizers in the Smokies that you must try. The first one we're going to do is Tom and Earl's Back Alley Cafe Rocky Top Nachos. You get tortilla chips, and they are smothered in some homemade white queso with diced tomatoes and jalapeno peppers. They come out so fast and so quick. The cheese is steaming hot, but even the chips are hot, and that makes a difference to us when the food is out fast and hot. But if anyone's ever had warm tortilla chips anywhere, that just makes a huge difference. They're lightly salted, warm, the cheese is hot, you got some fresh jalapenos, some tomatoes. These are just some of the best nachos we have ever had anywhere in Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, anywhere in the Smoky Mountain area. We just wanted to let you guys know. So if you're downtown Gatlinburg walking, you have to look. It's kind of Tom and Earl's Back Alley Cafe is truth in advertising. It's on the back of River Road. So stop in, try some nachos. It's definitely worth your time. Like I said, you get them hot, fresh, fast. The chips are warm, cheese is steaming hot. White queso. It's just an amazing appetizer, especially for the price. Then we'll move on to our next one. West by God, pepperoni rolls. A lot of times you go and get pepperoni rolls at places, and it's like you get something out of the frozen food department at the grocery store. These are not that way. That's what set these apart. There's a couple things, or more than a couple. They have a light dough around them, so it's not a real thick dough. I feel like if you have too much dough, it lessens the pepperoni flavor, but it also takes away from any of the seasonings they put on there. And this one is just the right amount of dough. It's just baked correctly. They're not burnt. They're toasted, baked, whatever you want to say. They had some Parmesan, some oregano, and just the right amount of balance of pepperoni. You could get some flavor from the garlic. You got some Parmesan, and there was even a little grease puddle. And that's the way it should be. If you're eating pepperoni, you need to have a little bit of grease. So a light dough wrapped around some pepperoni, baked in the oven with some Parmesan and oregano, just sounds great. And it tastes as great as it sounds. So if you're in the Pigeon Forge area, find West by God. If you just want to stop in, have an appetizer, not even get a pizza, just try their pepperoni rolls. They are worth your time and money. Then we'll move on to our third place, Split Rail Eats. This is out in the arts and craft community in Gatlinburg. This is somewhere we had not gone or even tried ourselves for years, probably 15, 20 years of visiting Gatlinburg. So hopefully you haven't been like us and been missing out, but I believe it's another hidden gem along with Tom and Earl's Back Alley Cafe. We got some bacon cheese fries there, and these were smothered. I mean, you can see in the video, they are just loaded with made in-house beer cheese. It's covered with actual chopped up bacon, not like dried out bacon bits, and that makes a difference to me. When I get bacon on nachos or on potato skins, I like it to be fresh, or even if it's frozen. I just don't like the bacon bits kind. And it's got a very sharp bite to the beer cheese, and that just made it great, going with the fresh bacon, a little bit of sharp cheddar cheese. And the fries are even good by themselves. We got them on the side with one of our burgers. So you're starting out with extremely fresh, hot fries, warm beer cheese smothered over the top of the hot fries with some fresh bacon that's warm. Just sounds amazing. It was great. Just such an excellent combination. They complemented each other, and it's just as good as it looks in the video. So another one I would recommend if you're out in the arts and crafts community, or if you drive out there. It is worth your time to stop and get some loaded cheese fries from Split Rail Eats. Then we'll move on to our fourth item with Roma Table. This is in Pigeon Forge, across from the Walmart. Everybody seems to know where the Walmart is on the main strip. We got bruschetta bread. We get bruschetta most Italian places we go, and this is some of the best bread we'd had. It was toasted correctly, and they sent you a bowl of cheese. Melted together was ricotta, Parmesan, mozzarella. Then you also had some Romana tomatoes on top, but just the cheese itself, along with the toasted garlic bread with a little bit of, I believe there was oregano and some pesto mixed in with it. It was just amazing. When we originally went there, I said it tasted like heaven. I didn't have high expectations for it. We had never eaten there before, so I just thought it was going to be any other bruschetta bread. But this is definitely worth taking time to stop in there, get a little appetizer, quick bite to eat, get some bruschetta bread and a giant bowl of cheese. You get enough cheese with this thing that you need more bread. They give you like 12 slices. It wasn't enough, and we loaded our bread up with just spoonful of cheeses. So if you love mozzarella, parmesan, just a big bowl of mixed cheese, and you like toasted garlic bread, this is the place to stop for you. This is amazing. It's beyond expectations. I mean, they describe it on the menu, they can tell you about it, but until you get it, once again, it's like a lot of the other items on this list, it came out so quick, and the cheese was steaming hot. I mean, we kept stirring it up and trying to get it to cool down, and that just made the biggest difference. So I would definitely recommend stopping in Roma Table, get yourself some bruschetta bread. It comes with a giant bowl of cheese. Now we will move on to our two favorite items. Junction 35, the Blackberry Moonshine Smoked Wings. We are not the biggest fans of wings, but we try them a lot to see. This will make you fans of wings. After we ate here, we went other places trying wings to see if they can compare to these. These were outstanding. What made these taste so great, or such an amazing item, was as soon as they brought them to the table, you could smell the smoky flavor as they just walked past. It was almost like you were out back at somebody's house with a smoker. I mean, the amazing smoky scent that was in the air, but the taste came through too. There was amazing smoky flavor to it. I mean, they look amazing in the video that we have. They are soaked in the blackberry moonshine, and the taste just smacks you in the mouth. If you like blackberry in the least bit, you will be blown away by these. Just the juiciness of the wings, the smoky flavor comes through. Then you get the blackberry. I didn't think blackberry would be that great on a wing. It was outstanding. So I had a low bar of expectations. If you only have time for one appetizer while you're in town, I would say stop and get the Blackberry Moonshine Smoked Wings if you like blackberry. Now, if you don't, may not be your thing, but you won't regret stopping there. Sometimes there's a half an hour, 45-minute wait. It is worth the wait just to sit down, get a drink, have the appetizers. You can get an 8-count, and the time we were there, they were like $2.25 a piece. 8 of them were like $16 or $18. It was worth it. You got good-sized portions. It wasn't a small itty-bitty wing. You didn't feel cheated. You got the food fast. Honestly, the worst part was the wait, but we'll throw that out. It is worth the wait. It's worth your time. It is definitely worth the money to try the Blackberry Moonshine Smoked Wings. Then our final place. We stop at the Local Go every time we go to the Smoky Mountain area. We're usually there 4 or 5 times a year visiting. And most of the time, it's the first place we stop. And we always get steak nachos. This is our favorite thing to have in the area. You get marinated steak. It is so soft, so tender. It's some of the best steak in general, let alone on top of a nacho. I mean, usually you don't get the best cut of steak on a nacho. We've gotten these a dozen times or more in the last couple years, and it's never fatty, grizzly. It's always cooked right, never burnt, never dried out. It's just cooked perfectly. Then you get the in-house made queso. There's pickled red onions, there's cilantro, fresh jalapenos, guacamole, and sour cream. But the thing that sets their nachos apart is the balsamic vinaigrette. This is where it's at. That made the biggest difference. I've never had that. We've had it on top of fried green tomatoes and other appetizers, but I've never had it with nachos. And that on top of the steak with the queso, you could leave everything else off and it would be an amazing appetizer. But just the way the nachos and the balsamic pairs with the spice of the jalapenos and the sharp cheddar, I mean, it's hard to describe it. You can't do it justice. All I can say is this is what you came to this video to watch, is to find out what's the item you can't miss. This is the item. When you're in the Smoky Mountain area in Pigeon Forge, the local goat will have a 45-minute to an hour wait. It is worth waiting just to get the steak nachos. Like I said, we have had these over the last few years. We have waited an hour just to get in. Sometimes we'll have that in a burger. Just the nachos are worth the wait. This is the one item you can't miss. The only regret you'll have is if you pass up the local goat and don't try those. So appreciate your guys' time today. Thank you for watching our video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Helps the channel grow, helps our audience grow. And any comments you'd like to leave, we appreciate your support. Thank you.